Consecrate
the place and day
with
for
music and
and
Cecilia. Consecrate.
the place and day.
Oh my God.
Oh.
If I have to return anything else because you busted it,
I want proof.
so help me, Jesus. All right, shall we start this, fucker?
I thought we already had.
Well, I haven't really officially until... Okay. Everybody get ready to shimmy with us. Oh my God, I have actual tips. Stop. Oh. This is where it gets really intense. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hey Girl.
Hello.
With Bobby Jean Spears. I am Bobby Jean Spears, and I am here with my co-host,
Me, Scott.
Scott. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, girl.
Yeah. Hey, girl. So, what have you been up to? Should we just go ahead and get the big heffalump out of the room, the big elephant out of the room?
What are you talking about?
Like why we're late on this week?
Oh, that.
Because today is what, Wednesday?
Yes, I just want everyone to know it's not my fault.
It is 100% his fault. But
It's
I can't
not my
remember.
fault.
I can't remember why, but it is 100% his fault. So
I mean, who's the production manager?
honey, I'm everything.
Exactly.
I'm everything. You're nothing, and you never will be.
When
and
you never
nobody
do
likes
anything,
you.
You don't ever get the finger pointed at you.
Yeah, but what if you really want the finger?
Oh yeah, I don't. I usually want more than one.
All right. So basically, we filmed on Monday, right? Was it Monday or Sunday?
Sunday night.
It was Sunday. Sunday. I know it was awful. It just really kicked off our week, actually.
Yeah.
It kind of foreshadowed. Well, it happened in the middle of your crappy week.
That was the night of the crappiest night.
Yeah. But I think I will say, do you want to share with them a little bit about what's going on in your life? No names, just what you went through last week.
Oh yeah, my mom, like,
We do have serious parts of our life.
she passed out at my sister's
Oh my
house.
God, I thought you were going to say past.
No, my mom.
I even knew the story.
And I had to be rushed to the ER, and it was just like a scary experience. And she's great. She's fine now. She needs some dental work because she busted up her teeth. She fell.
I didn't know that part.
Oh yeah, her teeth and her shoulders hurt, but it had I mean, she's never gonna listen to this, but it was because she has vasovagal.
It was from pooping.
But she hadn't taken a shit in 4 days.
Yeah.
4 days.
Don't get backed up, people. My mom had to go to the emergency room for impacted bowels, which is way worse. They were elbow deep in her, just fishing shit out of her ass. Mom, if you're listening, I love you.
Yesterday I told my mom, I'm like, we should go get colonics.
This is for telling me to drink half a gallon of prune juice. I'm going to tell everybody in the world about your impacted bowels. But so that was the kickoff to Scott's week. And
oh yeah, I thought my anxiety went crazy. I thought my mother was 6 feet under in a grave already.
Which that delayed our filming a teens.
But I will say, that night, Bobby forced me to film, and I'm glad he did because he took my mind off of it.
Sorry, this is an audio program. Unless you're supporting us on our Patreon, patreon.com/HeyGirlPod. Like Brian. Hello, Brian. Hello, Brian. Again, this episode dedicated to Brian.
No, but Bobby dug me out of the hole, and we played a game.
I'm quite good in situations like that, I feel like. Wouldn't you agree?
There was a minute I wanted to punch you.
Why? What'd I do?
I was in my room and you just kept singing and singing and singing.
Well, I was out here.
But you were performing,
singing.
No,
that wasn't that night.
Vividly recall it.
Oh, I don't remember.
But I got annoyed. And then when
it was because I was sitting here testing
I knew you were testing
all this audio stuff, this new soundboard.
but it was driving me insane.
Well, say something.
But I was just in my feelings. So
God's plan.
However, it was a great show. It was a little long.
It was long, but it would have been
that.
really fun to listen to, and I'm really upset we didn't get to listen to it back. But I will say that even though we lost the episode, I think it helped Scott. So,
oh my God,
it was worth doing. It was fun. Do you want to tell him what it was?
We played a game.
That
Bobby spent 3 days.
I didn't spend 3 days. I spent the whole day.
Okay, well,
before you got back.
Whatever.
That's not 3 days.
I was really like amping you up there. I was making you sound
I know,
like
but I don't want to be. I don't want to.
Most people just say thank you and move on.
I don't like compliments that aren't deserved. Now, if you tell me I'm gorgeous, I'm gonna.
You
say
like compliments, period.
Sometimes.
Who are you kidding?
They make me a little uncomfortable.
No, but we played a Grey's Anatomy trivia where he had spent a whole day scouring like the deep dark web of like the.
I'm on the FBI list.
What
now.
like the what I would call the truest competition fans of Grey's Anatomy would be like struggle with this, and because I was telling on the show, I take every BuzzFeed quiz. I take every quiz I stumble upon when I'm scrolling through my feed. When it's like, those quizzes that are like only a true Grey's Anatomy fan, can get like
a
this
couple
many.
of those were from there because I did want some easy. I wanted some that I knew you'd get.
There were 52 questions,
53 possible points,
72 possible points.
Oh yeah.
Because there was bonus questions.
I added bonus questions.
I think one of the funny.
I wrote a rule book.
Bobby, his bright idea, decided to randomly number the questions so that he would have to hunt and peck and find. And
it made a lot of sense at the time, and then it just didn't after.
Let's just say it was probably good that it lost because it needed edited. Because it was just long.
I still think it would have been fun to listen to because it kept going.
But I will happily say, we had a wager where I had at least, if I scored above a 39.
But since we didn't release the episode, it doesn't count.
No.
So.
I wasn't going to hold you to it anyway because I know who you are.
Thank God. I promised him. I volunteered that if he got a perfect score, I would be his personal maid for the whole week, and he didn't even want that prize.
I did not.
I don't understand that. I would love that.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I would love a maid for a whole week to do whatever I wanted. I would not want you as that maid.
Why?
Because
I still don't understand
your
this.
standards of clean.
No, but it would have
and
had to be up to yours because I would be your maid.
And
So
the
it'd have
efficiency levels would not be there because you can't multitask.
Why do you have to multitask to be a maid? You do one thing at a time.
You would get one task done that whole day.
No, I would not.
You may wash the dishes.
Probably not. That's my least favorite of all of them.
Yeah, but if
hate
you were my
wet-
maid for the day, I would make you wash dishes.
Oh, in the fine print, I don't do dishes. I don't like wet
Okay,
food.
whatever.
Wet food's gross. Especially
Anyway,
wet ketchup.
if I scored below a 39, I would have to owe Bobby. And if I scored above a 39,
What did
Bobby
I
would
say
have
you had to owe
something.
me? Oh, I was gonna make him walk around the house
Oh no, I was gonna have
with
to
a
like
sign
say like
that
yes.
says Grey's Anatomy sucks, and I was gonna clang pans and record it, and
And I almost didn't play because that was a prerequisite. Because
yeah, and I was gonna like tag Shonda Rhimes in it and Ellen Pompeo and like everybody in Grey's Anatomy, so that Scott had to tell it.
But I will say this.
But he did. He impressed me.
I'm glad I can impress you.
He impressed me with his.
I do feel like a true fan.
knowledge.
I will say this. I only scored a 43. I really shot myself in the foot. And there were some
Did
low-hanging
you-
fruit questions that I missed
Did you look at
that
my?
I will wholly wear on my sleeve that I was very ashamed about. There were some deep questions that I got right. Hey, there was a few questions that the answers that were supposedly correct were wrong.
Here's all my literature. If you're watching us on our Patreon, Brian, and hopefully Amy.
So I wanted to do some research on a few of these questions because
you can. Look, you guys, you gotta join just to look at these my receipts. I look like a housewife at a reunion. Look, I have a whole rule book. I made a whole rule book. I busted my ass for this game. I downloaded all the
He did.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire sound effects. I was feeling my Regis Philbin
He
fantasy.
did all the work. He just didn't edit any of it in his mind.
Well, in my mind, the rules were very simple. There were 10 lifelines. You could use 2 of them. You could use
There
them
were
each
5
2
lifelines that
times.
you could use twice.
There was like, you had to pick the number of question that you wanted.
There were
out of
bonus
52,
questions, and
but
if you got them
I
right,
forgot,
you got this many points, and if you didn't get it right, you lost this many
But
points.
what I overlooked was when he would pick a numbered question, I didn't mark it that he
Yes!
picked that number. So by the end, by
And out of
halfway
52
through,
questions, you forget
he'd
which
be like,
one.
okay, number 40, and I'd be like, wait,
Oh, wait, I already did that one.
And so it took a long time. It was like a 2-hour episode, so maybe it's best that it's our first lost episode. The pre-show's funny.
I agree.
Scott took out my nose tampons on there.
I did.
And that's pretty much it. So definitely worth the money. But it's probably best that it was a lost episode because we did have fun. They begged me to play games all the fucking time, and I hate games, so I played a game. I threw it together, and I threw it together not knowing Scott was gonna have a shitty day anyway. So it was all just kind of like good timing, I guess. But it was very, very long. Like one of the lifelines was he gets 60 seconds to go and look at Netflix. And I didn't really think that through. Like, he would have to take his headphones off. He'd have to run. Actually, I did think that through. And in my head, he was just going to use his phone. And I don't know why.
And we also played the game at 2 o'clock in the morning. And one of the lifelines was phone a friend.
I'm sorry, you don't have friends.
And I asked if Siri could be a friend because obviously if I had any friends that watched Grey's Anatomy, they would not be up at 2 a.m.
She may not be a friend. He wanted to call me. I said, first of all, I don't know the answer. Well,
Oh, yeah, that was another lifeline. I could ask you 5 open-ended questions.
5 yes or no questions.
5 yes or no questions. That's completely different.
And one was you could hear multiple choices. One was phone a friend. One was 60 seconds with Netflix. And then the other one was ask for 20 more seconds.
Oh, yeah. Which, yeah, there were time limits on all the questions, and none of the timekeeping was consistent either.
No. And I wrote shorter essays in high school than this rule book that I made. So I put a lot of time into it, and it was fun, but it's lost forever. I don't know why. Even our computer got bored.
I'm ready for another cocktail.
Oh yes. Should we speak on our cocktails? Should we speak on our cocks?
Yeah, why don't you do it?
Okay, so today we are drinking Mugen. Is that all? Mugen AI Light is our beverage of choice today. It is, if you watched New Year's Eve with Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper, which I only watched a couple minutes of it. If you're on the Patreon, we're showing it to you very blurry right now. It's what Andy Cohen got really wasted on. And this is the light. So it's got like, I'm pretty sure, I'll have to look it up the next time Scott has like some stuff to say. I'll look up the deets because you guys should definitely try it. I don't like alcohol that much, like taste wise. I love to get wasted, but it's just hard for me to get there because I just don't like the taste of a lot of things. And I'm a tequila shot gal, so that's what I do. I like tequila shots, and that's about it. And this is not sake. Sake is distilled from rice, right?
I think. I'm not like a sake. I'm not very knowledgeable when it
But
comes
this
to sake.
is
I like it.
This is spirits distilled from rice, and it literally, I mean, it doesn't taste like water. I'm not going to go that far, but it is smooth.
It's got like a super
Like water.
mild, like high-end vodka taste.
Yeah. And it has,
Like there's a little bit of burn and a kick to it, but like
it's perfect. If you're a vodka soda gal, it's perfect for you, especially because I'm pretty sure, I don't know, tell them what you put in your cocktail while I look them up.
so like
because I want to look up the details.
when I go out and I get drinks, I'm drinking liquor, and
I'm drinking. I'm thinking.
my go-tos are a G&T. I love a gin and tonic.
Gross.
And I love a vodka soda with lime. But I'm a big time gin drinker, big time vodka drinker. I also drink other things. However, I was skeptical. Like I tried it shirt first.
Shirt fart. I tried it. Shirt
I
fart.
swear to God, I'm having a stroke today.
Don't. Please don't. Please don't.
At
least we've got it.
I tried it straight first. It's good. Tried it on the rocks. It's good with like a squeeze of lemon. It's great. But I have
light and crisp.
already perfected it. I have done one part of the Muujin. I am doing
Muujin AI Light.
I would say that's like 2 parts Muujin, 1 part elderflower liqueur.
Okay, so here are the details on the AI Light, which is what we are drinking. It is 23% alcohol, light and crisp, fewer calories. So it's 23% alcohol by volume, low calorie, carb free, sugar free, gluten free. So that's kind of like the
So it's
selling
basically
point.
like getting drunk on drinking water.
Basically. And it goes down like water, which Scott, even before we started this, was like, this could be dangerous for us. And I'm like, yeah, probably. But they have the light, which is what we got. And we want to try the second step up, the original, which they call the classic mixer. And basically they say the original can kind of substitute. I mean, it doesn't take the place of tequila in a margarita, but you can use it instead of tequila in a margarita and make like a Muujin margarita, a Mujarita, if you will.
I will not.
I will not. And you can just replace any of your alcohols with that. Like and it's 35% alcohol by volume, and it's also carb-free, sugar-free, gluten-free. So that's kind of cool. And then there's stop. That is.
Sorry, I'm cleaning up. You didn't want anything wet around the soundboard. I was making sure it's nice and dry.
Yeah, but I also don't want distracting sounds either. But Muujin X is a 10-year aged reserve, which I really want to try. Like the finest single malt scotch and the richest tequilas. Sip neat or on the rocks. I have a hair on my lip.
See, I'm anxious to try that, but like then again, if it tastes like scotch, I will not like it.
Do I have a hair right here? On my lip. Like a cat hair.
Stop moving it.
Well, I'm trying to blow on it.
I don't see anything.
No. There it is. No, it's right here. It's up here. It's on me. Help me. Get it on. Don't knock your fucking microphone.
But you only get one thing.
Oh, I want this. Oh, look. Here. It's like right here. In between my nose and my lip. Do you see it?
No, turn more towards me.
Sorry, guys. I should have looked for.
It's like spackle.
Shut up. Look, it's right there. I see it right here.
Oh, here it is. It's way up here.
Oh, well, I see it not there. Is it glued to my eyelash? It sure is.
Yep.
There we go. The pain of beauty.
What are friends for?
If you can't see me, I'm sorry. Because I look cute. I look real cute. I did my hair like the 90s boy bands. And I'm kind of going like Lance Bass meets Howie. Center part, bleach blonde, pop princess girlfriend, normal. Okay, so did you tell them what your secret ingredient was yet?
I was trying to, and then I was in the middle of it, and you literally chimed in.
Oh, okay, well, fuck me. I'm gonna go home.
You are home. We're in the dining room.
We're in the dining room studios.
Just studios.
It's a long commute.
I did 2 parts Muujin, 1 part elderflower liqueur, a squeeze of lemon, and I topped it off with some Fresca. Delicious.
Fresca's just delicious.
I know, who doesn't love a and I'm not a soda drinker. A pop, if you will.
It's not really is it a pop? Well, yeah, it is a pop. It's a soda. It's a soda. But I am just having right now Muujin and Fresca.
I mean,
what?
Fresca sparkling soda water is what this is.
Oh. Is that what I meant to get?
I don't know. I didn't know that.
Oh my God.
It's just the headphones that scratched against the side. It's
Watch
not
your
like
limbs. Just watch your limbs. That's
they're.
all I ask.
I'm a large person and a small
You're like one of those
confine.
flailing things in front of a car lot.
I
That's
am.
just like flailing, uncontrollable arm man. That guy.
You know I'm Italian. We're emotional people.
Well, I am Irish, and I don't know anything about what that means. I like what is I? Do I have anything Irish about me? My red pubes.
Your annoying voice.
That was mean.
I'm kidding, because I
It's very
love an
mean.
Irish accent. I love it. It always gets me hard.
That was very, very mean.
Shade.
So after 2 days of trying to recover that lost episode, I was like, we are going to just start over, start anew, and here we are. And it'll probably be better because that one was just for Scott. And when I was making that game, looking back, I probably should have remembered that we were going to be doing this on a podcast, because I kind of, in the middle of it, just started like doing it as a present, and then realized, this is going to take hours because I've written a novel and found 53 questions plus like 13 bonus questions. So it's probably best you guys don't hear it. But if you want to see the pre-show, you can go to our Patreon and subscribe like a real betch. And I ordered us mugs today, Scott, I think.
Oh my God, we're actually going to have mugs for our show.
So we're going to have our mugs, and we can drink our Mugen and mugs. Our Mugen mugs.
Oh.
And
It's the next Moscow Mule.
yeah. And we also have another announcement. We are going to be, for the foreseeable future, now that Drag Race is on, we know that, and I know that not everyone who listens to this is listening for all Drag Race all the time, which you may get a little bit of Drag Race here and there. We can't help it. Stuff seeps in.
Sure does.
Like literally it seeps in. And we are going to be doing 2 episodes a week until RuPaul's Drag Race is over. As soon as we watch it, because this is what we do every time anyway. We watch it, and then we sit there and we talk about it for 45 minutes. So what we're going to do is watch it, run over here, turn the camera on, or I'm not going to even turn the camera on. This isn't going to be it's just going to be talking.
So I'm worried about this.
Why?
I just want people to have a realistic expectation.
Of what? People getting together and talking about their fave show?
Like make notes.
Yeah, I'll take notes too.
Okay, but like remember, you and I watch TV very differently. I'm very involved.
Not when I'm doing it for this. I have to take notes.
You can do that.
I will.
I'm not. It's going to be hard for me to do that, is what I'm saying.
Why?
Because I don't want to have to stop and write something down. I want to keep watching. I'm on the edge of my seat the whole time I watch it.
All you have to do is write a few key words, and you'll remember we'll have just seen it.
I'm aware of the simplicity of the task.
We'll have just seen it. Then I'll write notes, and you watch.
Okay. I just need it known that this is going to be challenging for me. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know why. It is easy. We're going to talk about it. Good Lord.
Again, it is not this. I understand completely the simplicity of the task.
I don't think you do.
I'm just saying it's going to be difficult for me because I'm not going to be able to. I don't like to tear my eyes away from the screen.
You don't have to.
I will if I have to write something
Honey,
down.
we watch it live. We can take notes during commercials.
Not always.
Well, we will.
We always can't. I will work.
Then we'll take some notes every commercial break, and when we're done taking our notes, we'll fast forward through the commercials. So we'll have like 5 little minutes in between each little segment.
But we do things in between. Like, all I'm saying is I'm here for the party. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, you're gonna
I'm just saying it's going to be difficult for me.
You're acting like I'm asking you to like recap the Bible for us every Thursday.
Not. I am fully on board. I'm on board.
Every Saturday we're gonna
first
up
saying
Genesis.
It's going to be difficult.
Genesis. I don't even know. At first there was nothing. I don't know. What are the first words of the Bible?
In the beginning.
In the beginning. This is the announcement about our new episodes. We will be adding an episode a week. It will be audio only because we usually look like hell after watching Drag Race, and we're pretty high after that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I have something I want to talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
It's possibly a new name.
You have the floor. A new name of what?
Me. For me. You know how you always hate my name.
I don't hate your name.
Like
I love
my stage name, if you will.
I love Scott.
But you call me something a lot
Scotty
that I
Too
really
Hottie?
love.
Scotty Too Hottie?
No.
Oh.
And I didn't think of it.
Snotty Walrus?
It hit me because you called it to me last night.
Snotty Walrus?
No.
Stacey Joe?
Are you going to let me?
No, I want to guess, because if I call it to you all the time, give me a hint. I want a hint. I don't want to just know. I want to guess.
The story is really good, though.
Okay, go ahead. I'll just be here drinking.
Yesterday, Bobby was
I have to catch up with you anyway.
Out of town. He was on his way home from being out of town. And John was at work, and I was off, and I was going to make dinner for my lovely roommates when they got home. And I made this recipe. And this recipe
made chicken.
Was Ina Garten's lemon chicken. And I made it, and it was delicious.
I know what I'm going to call you.
Yeah.
I feel like I know.
And Bobby knows nothing. And like I didn't tell him that it was the recipe. And he was like, this is very good. You're like our own little bareback Contessa. And I just lost it because I looked at him and I was like, well, guess what? The recipe came from the barefoot Contessa herself. So I really am.
On a garden.
The bareback Contessa.
So it'll be like.
But I love when you caught me that. It makes me giggle every time.
Well, did you say why I brought it up? Because I walked in and he'd made this stuff, but he used, what did you use? You used lemon and what's that herb?
Thyme. Oh.
Yeah, you left that whole part out.
I cleaned up the kitchen, but like I left some like on my cutting board with my knife. I left like a lemon and a few sprigs of thyme that I had used. Some herbs,
you ran out of time to clean them up, so you left them out on the counter.
Well, no, I left them out because I was gonna I didn't know if I was gonna use more as a garnish to like serve with, or I don't know. You know, I was serving the full fantasy for dinner.
Right.
But I didn't end up using it, and it kind of just like lingered around for a little bit, but it was fine. It was just like I was going to throw it away if I didn't use it no matter what. And Bobby was like, oh, we look so fancy.
I was like, oh my God, our kitchen looks so fancy.
Like,
he was what?
Rustic.
I was like, look over there. It's like the bareback Contessa. We've got like our herbs and some lemons just laying out, like, you know, fresh from our herb garden and our lemon tree, and we just looked really fancy. And he thought that was funny that I thought that was fancy, but it really,
like, it was just something so basic to have a knife, a lemon, and some like a little bit of like seasoning, like laying on a cutting board.
It was very fancy
I will
looking.
say the kitchen was very clean at that point. It was literally just that on the left remaining that just needed like scraped off into the trash can. I just kind of forgot to do it. And Bobby was getting ready for bed. He was like, it feels just so fancy in here.
It looked so pretty.
I'm like, because we have a cutting board with a knife.
It looked straight out of Homo and Garden magazine.
It looked very lived in.
So you want me from now on to be like, okay, so let's practice the new intro to the show. I'm going to be like this. We're going to be talking, and then I'll be like, you ready to get the show started? And then we'll do this. Stop pounding me. This is on. No, just don't pound on there. It's sensitive.
Don't tell me what to do.
Just don't pound me. It's sensitive. Okay, so it'll be like this, just like normal. We'll do the intro to the show.
What are we doing?
I'm just showing you how the new intro to the show is going to be. So it's going to be like, hello and welcome to Hey Girl. I'm Bobby G. Or welcome to Hey Girl with Bobby Jean Spears. I'm Bobby Jean Spears, and
are you ready?
I'm here with the bareback Contessa. Scott. How are you, Scott?
I live.
But can I still call you Scott? I don't want to be like, so bareback Contessa.
Just call me BB.
BB. Hey, BB. The baby.
I'll be a BB.
The baby.
Okay.
Well, I have a bunch of stories that we need to talk about, but we need to take a break first because we're going to start taking breaks, even though we won't have commercials, but it's just to make sure we don't lose shit, you know?
And if anybody's listening, we would love to have you sponsor us.
Yes, we will read ads if you're a
It
lube.
is our dream.
We would love to read an ad about like lube or
Literally anything.
maybe something that cures,
Diabetes.
you know,
Yeah.
any of those things.
I mean, a dish brush.
A dish brush.
I would do a dish brush.
Do you know I almost washed my body in the shower with that IKEA dish brush that is in our
For
bath.
what purpose?
It's in
would
our
you-
bathtub, and I thought it was a body brush. But when
What part of your body would you be cleaning with a brush that's shaped like that?
just like everywhere, like your back and stuff. But I
You're-
didn't.
you are
I
an
picked it up
idiot.
and I was like, oh, this is the same thing we have in the kitchen.
Yep.
He must clean the bathtub with this. So I mean, I made the connection. So
I'm glad.
we're.
Do you remember that one time I didn't make the connection?
What do you mean?
The worst experience of my life?
No, what'd you do?
When I put Vagisil on my toothbrush.
Yeah.
I was in high school.
When your mom keeps the Vagisil and the toothpaste in the same drawer, you gotta pay attention. So we are gonna take a little.
It did not go in my mouth.
Fake commercial break. I'm gonna chug this drink and make another one. So I encourage y'all to do the same, and we will be right back.
Oh, I was ready for the.
I was gonna end that clean.
Oh.
All right, and we will be right back after this little break. All right, we're back. We refilled. We went live. No one joined us. It was so much fun. But you can check out the little live that we did in between our break on our Instagram at HeyGirlPod. Scott, tell us how much you love Instagram.
Do I have to?
Yeah, tell us how much you love it. You guys, I chugged my drink so that I could refill it because I didn't really need to refill, and now I'm drunk. And last time I was drunk, the show got a little off. All right, before we go any further,
Not that this show is on.
I think this show is on,
The last show, however, gone. Truly.
and probably for the best. You know, I don't think it would have been our highest rated, but it was fun for you.
Was
That's all I care about.
was great.
It was like taking your dog out for its last like hamburger before it gets put down. That's what I was doing for you, buddy.
I
Because you had a bad day.
need that analogy was. I need some more context.
You know, all those videos that make me sob on the internet of like, I'm putting him down today, and
I don't watch those.
oh, I do, and it's very depressing
Why do you watch them then?
because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Ugh. You know what my guilty pleasure is for things like that?
I bet I know. Wait,
That would be harsher punishment for a parole violator, Stan.
is that correct? Okay, I don't know who out there gets that joke, but that is Scott and I, one of Scott and I's favorite things to say in the world. If someone asks a question or just anything,
What do you think about this? Well,
it's for
that would be
it's
harsher
from-
punishment for parole violators, Stan.
It's from Miss Congeniality. It's when Sandra
Duh.
Bullock is question and answering, and everyone's like, world peace. I would do world peace. And they were like, what do you think is needed in the world or whatever? And she's like,
That would be harsher punishment for a parole violator, Stan.
and then it's literally,
Crickets.
and then she goes, and
And world
peace. And then the whole crowd just is like, yay, woo, and they go wild. So that's just an inside joke that you are now a part of. You're welcome. I wanted to get a little serious before we move on.
Oh, God.
What?
I've had too much emotion this week.
Well, no, this is just like celebrity emotions. It's not like real emotion.
Oh, okay. Do your thing.
So we lost like America's grandma and America's Dad on top of just a shitty week.
Would we really call him America's Dad?
Yeah, Danny Tanner?
Okay, maybe Danny Tanner, but Bob Saget, I think of as more as like your fun uncle.
No, he's America's Dad. That would be John Stamos. Be America's uncle.
No, you're thinking just in the realm of Full House. I'm talking about his whole body of work and like his comedy. He's more like the fun uncle.
The body of his work is Full House.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Basically. Name anything else he's been in.
Like, how about all of his stand-up shows? And all, like, he was in...
but to America in general, that's how they know him. When you say Bob Saget...
Oh, my God, no.
When you
to
say
people
Bob Saget...
our generation, yes.
Anybody. You think Danny fucking Tanner, Full House, 9 years? Even Mary-Kate and
Wasn't he in
Ashley
Pulp Fiction?
came out of their cave to write him, like, a goodbye. Like, but we lost... I'm upset about Bob Saget, yes. But I think he's a comedian. He probably lived his life very... Live fast, die young, bad girls do
He's
well.
no Betty
bad
White.
Girls do well, yeah. But we lost our beloved grandmother, everybody's beloved grandmother, Betty White. Rose Nyland, Betty White. And in honor of that, Scott and I would just like to take a moment of not silence and play you our favorite version of the Golden Girls theme song. Everybody just take a moment and, oh, my tummy.
I just heard it.
My tummy just gurgled and it almost led to a fart. Who
let a fart?
It was me. But just bow your heads, even if you're driving. Close your eyes. Bow your heads.
I can never not hear this song, and not think of this song.
Me either. And we will come back
That makes
after
sense.
this moment of not silence.
This is for you, Betty.
Yeah, this is for you, Betty.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Travel down the road and back again.
Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
Pal and a confidant.
This is my part right here. Ooh, if I did
Everyone you knew.
new. The biggest gift, the biggest. Yeah, thank you for being my friend. Oh, yeah. Hallelujah.
Okay.
That worked me out.
That was worth subscribing to our Patreon because John.
You just got the lip sync of your life.
Scott and I just lip sync for our laugh, honey. And I really think now that you.
I won.
Now that you. Yeah, he did. Now that you know that it was fun to watch, I'm going to do it again. Because Betty White fucking deserves it. Let's just recap. 99 years old. Made it through all of 2021. 2022 is about to happen. She's going to turn 100 in 17 days. And she's just like, you know what? 2021 sucked.
I just didn't think. I think.
I
If
think
anything, she
good for
knew
her.
she would have died in 2022, and it would have ruined everybody's year. So, like, I just feel like
I think good for
maybe
her.
the Earth and she both knew it had to happen.
If you were 99 and you had just lived through 2021, wouldn't you be like, you know what? I'm ready.
Duh.
Yeah. But everybody bow your heads again. Again, even if you're driving, bow your
Close your
heads,
eyes.
close your eyes, and let your kid grab the steering wheel and just, pray, vibes, whatever it is you believe in. We're non-denominational here. We're all having a good time.
We're having a good time here.
And just enjoy this again one more time.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Travel down the road and back again.
Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
Pal and a confidant.
This is my part right here. Ooh, if I did
Everyone you knew.
new. The biggest gift, the biggest. Yeah, thank you for being my friend. Oh, yeah. Hallelujah.
really hard for me not to like sing out.
I can't watch the show.
Oh, I know.
And every show in the world, even if it's 6 seconds and it's like skip intro, I'm like looking for my remote trying to skip that 6-second intro.
Oh, that's a good question.
But I never skip the Golden Girls intro
That's
because I want to go no 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 no.
For me, it's this is my part right here.
Yeah. Yeah! It's just so.
What are other shows that you can't skip the intro to?
Ooh,
Isn't that a great question?
yeah. Let me think.
It's easy for me.
What is it?
Obviously,
Grey's Anatomy?
well, Grey's Anatomy.
They got rid of theirs.
Yeah, it's really nothing.
Yeah.
And no, I could skip that one, no problem.
Which, by the way, I
honestly.
found a really good remix to the Grey's Anatomy song for the quiz that I did to him,
that was never
to
played.
him, for him.
Did you already
And
play it?
so here it is. No, I played it on pre-show.
Oh,
But we'll
I mean,
put it
it's
in the
still great,
background. We'll put
but-
it in the background while we talk TV themes.
Gilmore
Okay.
Girls.
Oh, start that one. Let's sing that for them. Oh, you don't even remember it? You never
Hold
skip
on.
it. He never skips it, ladies and gentlemen. He never skips it, and he can't even think
I'm
of it.
sorry. I was just now I've got Grey's in my head, and I've got Thank You for Being a Friend. Hold on. I'm thinking Thank You for Being a Friend, and it's not Thank You for Being a Friend.
It's not.
It's.
If I could buzz you, I would, because you're touching me. You're touching my no-no zone. What is the theme? Jesus Christ, because I don't ever skip it either. Oh my God.
It's the Muujin.
I'm going to take a sip of my Muujin while we think. Okay. If you need me, call me.
Where you lead,
Yeah, there we go.
I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow. Okay, that's a great.
Oh!
Where you lead. Okay, we got it.
That's it. I can't. Yeah,
Obviously, Will and
I don't
Grace.
skip that. Yeah.
Can't- da-da-dun-dun-dun. I'm always playing the air piano.
Yeah. Can't skip that one. Damn. I never skip Friends.
Oh, I can skip Friends very easily.
Sorry. I like to listen to that one. I like that.
Oh, The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, our whole universe was in a hot, dense state that nearly 40 million years ago expansion started. Wait. The earth began to turn, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed, so they built the wall, they built the pyramids. Math, science, history unraveled in a mystery that all started with a Big Bang Bang!
You really crushed that one.
Yeah, everybody's applauding, I think, probably in their cars. They all just wrecked from clapping. But I don't know. I think I definitely Gilmore Girls for sure.
Duh.
Definitely Golden Girls.
Definitely Golden Girls.
Definitely the Golden Palace. I don't skip the theme song there because it's the same theme song as the Golden Girls.
Oh.
I can't. I don't. Oh, Desperate Housewives. Yeah, I don't. Oh, and all the all the Real Housewives. All of them have different ones.
Hey, girl.
Oh yeah.
What you doing?
Hey,
girl.
where you going?
Who's that girl?
Who's that girl?
It's Jess. Love it.
Me. Yeah. I think it's really all. You know, I even skip like things that are I know only 5 seconds and it doesn't save me any time. I scramble for
Mhm.
that fucking Apple TV remote and I barely like.
Okay. Here's the opposite question. What is a TV theme song that you cannot wait to get through?
It's literally 5 seconds and why I scramble through the remote. I love Mike and Molly the show, but the theme music for it makes no fucking sense.
All right, I've got you beat.
What?
The Morning Show.
Oh God. Yeah.
Talk about world's longest intro.
And terrible. Not
It
good.
makes no sense.
Not good.
Horrible.
Just not good.
Great show. Horrible
Amazing
intro.
show.
You see,
Amazing.
this is what people came to listen to. This is what they came for.
Yeah.
These opinions.
Yeah, and maybe we're saving people time. Maybe someone hasn't watched the morning show yet, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go watch the morning show," and then it comes up for them to skip,
Mhm.
and they're like, "Do I want to hear it or not?" Oh, I heard the bareback Contessa say on- not to
That's her theme song.
what? Do-do-do-do-do. That's
The
Mario.
Barefoot Contessa.
No, this is.
Are you ready?
Are you ready for the bareback Contessa? Do you like your food bareback?
Sure do.
Me too. Condoms? We don't know her. This show brought to you by condoms. We don't know them.
Her and I went to different schools together.
Yeah, this is a public service announcement to all the kids listening. Never use a condom.
No, have safe sex. Safe sex is important.
Practice safe snacking. Always use a condiment. I love condiments. What's your favorite condiment?
Mm,
I like ketchup.
I do love a catsup.
I like Heinz ketchup.
Yeah,
Remember
that's
when
not
John came home and he was like, I couldn't find Hunt's ketchup anywhere that you
You're like,
guys
"What the
asked for.
fuck were you
And
looking for Hunt's
he was like,
for?"
I had to get Heinz. And we were like, no one, not one person in this fucking household asked you for Hunt's ketchup. Who said that?
To
Nobody.
Me, there are only two household staples that you cannot go off brand. Ketchup is Heinz.
And Jif.
And Jif peanut butter. Crunchy or creamy.
And you know what? I'm starting to really love Aviva paper towel.
Oh, they're the best. The fabric ones.
I'm pretty sure they're probably the worst for the environment because they're basically towels. I feel like I'm throwing away an actual towel that I could dry out, reuse, and dry off out of the shower with.
They're no more worse for the environment than regular paper towels are.
No. But this is a household too of flushable wipes, which I'm not a fan of. But I know y'all like to really scrub your anuses. But they're terrible for the environment.
By what standards?
What do you mean? They aren't flushable.
Those ones that I got you, they're biodegradable.
Yeah, he buys me flushable.
They're plant-based.
They're honestly not flushable, though. Look it up. They're terrible for the environment. They cost millions of dollars,
Which is why they started making plant-based ones, so that they go away. They disintegrate.
That would be harsher punishment for a parole violator, Stan.
I don't believe that. And
If it's plant-based, it's of the earth. So when it decomposes, it goes back into the earth.
so I'm
Natural
wiping my
products.
hole with what?
Natural.
Aloe vera, aloe plant,
Yeah. And I'm sure John appreciates it when he's tongue
a
fucking that
cactus.
booty palace later
Don't
tonight.
talk about tongue fucking my fart box. Everybody's picturing my fart box.
Ugh.
So we actually, I'm Bobby Jean Spears, and I approve this message. Mugen, you got me a little fucked up, girl.
I'm having one more.
We're almost through the bottle.
We're not even halfway. We're just over halfway.
Yeah, but that's a little bit of a lot. So do you have anything you want to say about Betty White? Your favorite Betty White thing? Your favorite Bob Saget thing? Do you have anything? What's your favorite Betty White thing other than Golden Girls?
I mean,
The proposal.
oh
she's
god,
hilarious
the
and when
proposal
she's
is
doing
great.
like the chant and
But I also loved her SNL opening.
I don't remember that.
Oh, her cold open for the SNL was amazing.
I don't remember that. I'm gonna look it up while you're talking.
But like honestly, Rose Nyland is
I know she'll never be. I mean, nothing's better than the Golden Girls.
but just like what the icon she was back in the day too. Like she was badass and like she was like putting black artists on her shows
Well, yeah, and
and
she
getting
was.
canceled for it and her
Is
being
this
like,
what you were talking about
"I
right
don't give a
here?
fuck." Yeah.
This podcast. Okay, so this is her SNL monologue. Let's just listen to it. It's 5 minutes in honor of Betty White. Here we go. And I'm gonna chug this drink and make a new one in not 5 minutes. She looks adorable, by the way. If you're not You've never seen it. She's in a sequin top and matching sequin little like sweater, black pants.
It's like a sequin.
What year?
sequin sweater set.
2013. So this was quite a while ago. 9 years. Okay.
I can't believe this. I just can't believe I am hosting Saturday Night Live. I'm not sure many of you know that I'm 88 and a half years old, so it's great to be here for a number of reasons. You know, I'm not new to live TV. In 1952, I started my first live sitcom, which was Life of Elizabeth. And of course, back then, we didn't want to do it live. We just didn't know how to tape things. So I don't know what this show's excuse is. You know, I have so many people to thank for being here, but I really have to thank Facebook. When I first heard about the campaign to get me to host Saturday Night Live, I didn't know what Facebook was. And now that I do know what it is, I have to say, it sounds like a huge waste of time.
Really?
Ding dong.
I would never say that people on it are losers, but that's only because I'm polite. People say, but Betty, Facebook is a great way to connect with old friends. Well, at my age, if I want to connect with old friends, I need a Ouija board. Needless to say, we didn't have Facebook when I was growing up. We had phone book, but you wouldn't waste an afternoon.
Amy, could you send us yours?
Facebook just sounds like a drag. In my day, seeing pictures of people's vacations was considered a punishment. And when we were kids, we didn't say we were single.
Refill, Garcon.
We were just kids. It was weird if you weren't single. Yes, we had poking, but it wasn't something you did on a computer. It was something you did on a hayride. Under a blanket. Oh, sorry. Things were a lot different when I was growing up. My father, Horace, was a traveling salesman who moved our family to California during the Great Depression.
That's what I'm going to call you, Horace.
I mean, that's the kind of stuff you only read about in novels. And to think I've lived through a world war, worked on radio and films, on Mary Tyler Moore and the Golden Girls. And now I'm here tonight because you wanted me to be. I really just want to say I feel so loved. Thank you. If I could, I would take you all on a big hayride. Starting with you, sir. No, not you. You. Guess what? Jay-Z is here. And if I had a dime for every time I've said that, I'd have one dime. There wasn't anything to shake a stick at in my day. We have a great show for you tonight. So stick around, and we'll be right back.
You know who else could be a legend if they were famous? My grandfather. Can you imagine his monologue on SNL?
I don't know why I'm here. I was told I had to be here, so I do it.
Oh, thanks.
So
for
you
my
want me to
refill.
tell you a story?
And I really did get a refill while during that. So.
Sure did. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Barkeep. Thank you, Barkeep. Thank
Garçon.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I hope, Scott, you're excited about our new venture into also being a recap show, because you're going to basically be in charge of it. I mean, I'll do all the technical stuff, but
Yeah, good, because I ain't doing any of that shit.
yeah, but I'm going to let you lead the way, because you're usually more like, I don't know, more
Organized.
more into it. Like you remember.
I'm very into it.
You remember more.
Uh-huh.
Like you'll have to jog my memory, so I don't feel like the host should have to jog the memories. I don't want to jog your memories unless they're in my mouth.
When I jog my memories.
When I jog my memories
Jumble.
bounce. Speaking of, we are getting fat. I'm just gonna say it.
I know.
You make cookies way too fucking much.
I've made healthy dinner the last 2 nights.
That does not lead to weight loss.
No, I started my diet yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that.
There's been a lot of bread on it, I'll say that.
Yeah. What bread is that? Or what diet is that? The bread diet? The feed me bread diet? You get bread. You get bread. I love bread!
I do love bread.
That's Oprah.
That's Oprah.
I love like real bread, and I love like
Fake bread. What's real bread versus...
like those take and bake ciabatta loaves that I bought today. And
I like a slice of Wonder bread.
See, that's not. I'm
with
not.
cheese between it.
I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a baguette.
What
did you call me?
Maurice, the baguettes. Hurry up.
That's a Beauty and the Beast joke. There goes the baker with his tray like always.
Or a focaccia.
What'd you call me? What'd you say?
I swear that's another reason why I want to go to Paris, because I could literally do nothing but eat bread and drink wine all day long.
And cheese.
And that's all they
and
do.
coffee. They have lots
I love
of coffee.
a cheese. Oh.
And a coffee. We should go to Paris. Let's just go. Let's go.
All right, bye. We're going to
Mugen.
Fly us to Paris.
Excuse me, Mugen. We don't want any money for you to sponsor us or for us to promote you because we really like you. You're actually making the conversation flow like Mugen. But if you just want to send us to Paris.
Little Paris.
I mean, actually, well, they're Japan. Like, it's like Japanese rice. So if you can send us to
just
Japan.
put that together.
No, I'm just saying, like, why would they send us to Paris? You know, unless like
because
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
unless we're talking about that Paris.
Paris just screams luxury.
Paris
That's hot.
screams this.
That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot.
That's
That's
hot.
That's
hot. That's hot.
That's hot. That's
My favorite's coming up.
That was hot.
No, it's hot. That's my favorite. But yeah, Mugen, you want to fly us to Paris? You don't even have to pay us. Just pay for our flight, our room and board, our food, stuff we want to buy.
Our expenses.
Yeah, any expenses. And then we'll do it. No problem. We'll make time.
I'd live.
Today, Scott called off because his throat was scratchy. Tell us about that, honey.
I woke up and my throat was scratchy.
And you decided that was enough to call off work.
I did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With Omicron going around, I'm being safe.
Omicron.
Because otherwise.
That reminds me of... Oh my God. Omicron. That's a Kristen Wiig joke.
No, but my voice cleared up this evening and it was fine.
Yeah. Good job. I'm glad. I'm happy for you.
I'm happy too. I didn't want to have to not work for 10 days. That would suck.
You wouldn't. You just didn't want to go to work. Admit it.
No, I did.
Admit it. Admit it right now.
You guys, I'm not using a voice changer. I can do this voice. Do you remember what movie is that from? The House Bunny?
Joanne.
You can't do it.
I really can't. I wish I could have been.
All right, are you ready?
Joanne. Hello. Joanne.
Say hey, girl.
Hey, girl. What you doing?
Why don't you describe to them so that they'll subscribe to our Patreon? Why don't you describe how beautiful I look tonight?
I will not do that.
Why? I share that money with you. If you just tell them.
I don't need your money. You need the money.
You need it. You're the one in debt to college. I got good scores on my ACT.
I did not.
Exactly. I'm Samantha Jones. I can do Samantha when I'm drunk.
You do a good Samantha.
Yeah. This is my pussy. That's all I can say.
Oh, you also love to do the girl from 1883 who narrates.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Kool-Aid Man. I can't do the 1883 girl though unless she's on screen.
Bobby
She's
has
got-
like this. We have the subtitles on it.
If you don't know, yeah, I have to have the subtitles on 1883. 1883 is a prequel to the amazing masterpiece that is Yellowstone that we will
Amazing
talk about in
series.
just a second.
Fantastic series.
And it's a prequel. And what is Larry Berry doing? That Larry Berry's my cat. He's a doctor. Dr. Larry Berry, pudding pop.
Larry,
What are you doing, Larry? Larry?
Lawrence.
Lawrence of my labia. Quit it.
All right, go
but
ahead.
I like to have the subtitles on because I like to talk like her, and if the subtitles are on, you can like see it before she says it.
She's a Southern belle.
And she's that when
From
I saw my
Tennessee.
mama, when I saw my mama, I didn't used to see a woman, but now I see a woman. It's weird.
And all our mothers.
It's weird.
fathers.
It's weird about kissing, putting your mouth together.
Seems so naive.
Seems so naive. And it's just so good. I love her little country accent. But that leads
But
me
it's
to
like this heavy show, and then
Yellowstone.
here's Bobby going, "Oh, but love."
I love it. I can't help it. I
do.
love my favorite thing in the world is to study accents and do them.
Yes.
Like, I think that like I love to do Adele because like she's so easy to do because she thinks like Scott makes me tea like at night because I'm like 5 years old and I can't make it myself, and I'm always like, thank you so much. This is how Adele would take her tea.
If it's good enough for Adele,
If it's good enough for Adele, it's good enough for me.
it's
When
good
I
enough
take
for
my
Bobby
tea.
Jane.
When I take my tea. But Scott has officially caught up, finished with Yellowstone, and I'm going to give him a minute to tell you why you should also catch all the way up. Because you got a year until the next season comes out. You got a year to catch up. 4 seasons, 10 episodes a season, maybe a little more than 40 hours, not much. Doesn't take long. Why should they catch up, Scott?
Because again, the most amazing character in all of television is on that show right now.
Well, tell them about why it took you so long to start.
Well, because it's a Western,
Same.
and like my gay ass is not here usually for
You're
a
gay?
Western. Gay?
You're gay?
I am.
Oh. My God. Twist. Okay, go ahead.
Only at night.
I'm going
though.
to try and do... Why'd you put
Um,
my dongle in the lemons?
I didn't. You did.
Oh, go
Go
on.
No, it's like it's a Western, but it's like a Western today. in my-
1883, actually, the prequel is a Western.
It is a Western. It is
But-
the Oregon Trail.
But
It is the
Yellowstone,
pioneers.
Yellowstone is a... It
is
has,
what it is. 18.
has
It's current.
It
It's
has
today.
It has a little bit of Western in it. Happens in the West.
It's the Wild West, but
Go ahead.
today.
Okay, go ahead.
And it's insane. The drama, action packed. Start.
And
to
you know
finish.
what? If you haven't watched it, a tad spoiler alert. We won't tell you major plot points, but Scott will tell you what he loves and what he doesn't love, and he doesn't care if you've watched it or not. So
Well, I will say this. I am a city person. I am not here for the country. I hate the country.
I hate the country.
I hate nature.
I hate nature. Nature can fuck off.
I always say I enjoy nature from a distance.
I don't even enjoy it from a distance.
I love to look at it.
I don't even love to look at it.
The cinematography on this show, I want
to look at beige walls.
I want to go to Montana. Montana is breathtaking. Gorgeous. Could not pay me all the money in the world to live there. Love to go for a long weekend though. Stunning.
Well, if I had the money of the Dutton family, I could probably handle it.
It's a beautiful show just to watch.
Yeah.
But the acting is phenomenal. The storylines are phenomenal. The plot is amazing. The dudes are hot. The women are strong, independent bitches, and I live for both of like the two women on that show. The main women.
Which two?
Beth and Monica.
Oh, you mean Jamie's or not Jamie? Fuck.
Casey's wife.
Casey's wife. Yes, she is so
stunning.
gorgeous. She's stunning.
The most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
She's the Native American wife of a Dutton who
Main
took
character.
over the Native American land way back in 1883, which you can watch on Paramount Plus. Brought to you by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus, please sponsor this podcast. But she is gorgeous, and if she's just gorgeous.
The most beautiful person I've ever
So
seen.
beautiful. I mean, besides me, but gorgeous. But why should people who are on the fence about starting it, because it's 4 whole seasons, they have to commit to it. You know how when you get behind
it's
wait,
10
hold on.
episode
Hold on.
seasons.
You know how when you get behind on a show and everybody is like, you need to watch it, you got to watch it, you have to watch it, and you start to be like, you know what? Fuck you, I don't want to watch it. Why should they because that was me. Why should they decide to go ahead and watch it?
Because you're just doing yourself a favor. Like, there's a reason why everybody's talking about it. There's a reason why there's so much hype about it. It is that fucking good.
I want to have a conversation real quick though about how do you see this as a very middle America show that like disguises itself as like or I don't know, because there are a lot of very liberal elements to Yellowstone. But it also very much appeals to like every red state Republican person out there, I feel like. Don't you?
It does.
It appeals to everyone.
It appeals to
How
everybody.
does it appeal to us though? Because normally things that appeal to those types of people do not appeal to us at all.
I mean,
so
you're
what is
watching
it?
the story of people who like, these are people who fucking work every single day of their lives. It's hard work. You're putting in all of your effort.
You know,
for
really, if
such
you
a
think
little
about it, the main
reward.
characters don't work that much.
I mean, I feel like Casey works his ass off.
Casey does, but
And
that's about it.
But
Beth is evil.
she works the
You guys-
corporate world.
You guys,
like she's
if
always.
you live for
Ugh.
evil characters and powerful women,
But you still love her.
yeah, it's
Like
crazy.
you feel for her.
Beth is like the most evil person on television right now.
She
But
does
she's
evil things.
Endearing. You want to hug her. You want to love her. You want to be her best friend.
But she's like a woman fighting for a cause. Like she has one goal. She has one thing that she fights for. And she's not going to let any fucking company, person, anything stand in her fucking way.
She's crazy. And I live for every second of it.
She has no boundaries.
I think the only reason I got Scott to watch this show is that I made him come into my room one night and I was like, watch this. This scene alone will make you want to watch this show.
that scene at the dinner table, with her and Rip and
Piper Parabo.
no,
Oh.
and the
Piper
boy.
The young man.
Okay, and Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner.
And she
I'm
talks about
Batman.
that going to the some doctor or like massage therapist who she goes, he made my knees wobble for a week. He goes, you need to come back and see me next week. She goes, honey, next week I'm coming back tomorrow. And she said it all in front of her dad about this like amazing orgasm that she had.
Yeah.
I was dying.
Yeah. She is the best character. The best
In front of her
character
dad.
on TV right now. I can't think of a better character on TV. She's evil. I have never. I've never I've always liked there's always evil characters in movies and shows and stuff like that, and I always like them. Like I love Darth Vader, but I don't want to hang out with them.
She's so much more than just evil.
She is. She's so.
Damn it.
And then she'll look at her dad and be like, I know what you need. I'm going to get you some pussy.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
And I
She's
was
like,
like,
Dad,
ah!
you need pussy. She's like, you need pussy.
To her father.
She is the best character to come along on television in so long. But do you notice how now that you've watched, because you watched it all, you've been to the first 3 seasons like uninterrupted.
Yes.
Did you notice how much they advertise to the, I would say, right-leaning base?
Oh.
For that show with like merch.
The merch is disgusting.
Who is that aimed
Rotted.
for? Who is that aimed to?
The people that shop at Buckle.
No, they can't even afford to shop at Buckle. These are the people that are like.
These are those people that buy those shirts
that
on
were
Facebook
at MAGA
that, like,
rallies.
I work, or like, I'm a store manager, so I know how to do that. Or like, I'm from blah, 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 so I can do. It's those dumb shirts like, don't make me go Beth Dutton on your ass.
Yeah. Whoever is behind this whole show and marketing it knows that they are attracting the left and the right, and they're trying to balance it, and they're doing it amazingly.
No,
but
I will say they haven't tackled the gay that much.
Yeah, there is no queer representation in this show.
No. However,
that I will say. But it's a ranch,
environmental.
and I'm thinking like, would I ever be at a ranch? Probably not.
Duh. But like the environmental, like the planetary, there's a lot of that in there.
Yeah. And but not like but what they do is like they throw it in for the liberals, but they also like spin it for the I don't want to even say conservatives, because I feel like even a regular old conservative knows climate change is real. But for the crazy people,
that's a big assumption.
Yeah, whatever. I got a lot of big things. But don't you think that that's a show that really balances who they're trying to reach? Because there hasn't been a show in a long time that brings people from both sides of like worldviews together.
Yeah.
And it really does. Like,
you know what other show did that?
What?
The West Wing. And that was even about politics.
Yeah, but that was a time where
a Republican president that I would give here's you go, I'm voting for you right now.
Yeah, but that was the time where Republicans were real Republicans and like Democrats were real Democrats. Now we've got like nut jobs and
other nut jobs.
Other nut jobs and not nut jobs. And if you're a Republican and you voted for Trump, I'm not saying that we don't like you, but turn this off right now and
go fuck yourself.
And go fuck yourself. That's awful. And I did mean it.
We don't want to get political, but like...
We don't want to get political, but if you voted
You're
for
not
Trump,
gonna
turn
like
us off right now.
because of our opinions.
Yeah, because we love gay marriage. We love...
we like equal rights.
We like equal rights. We like,
our
not
planet.
killing black people for no reason. We like, letting gay people get married. We like the fact that, like, you know what? I'm gay and got married. And you know what? I didn't get the option to change my name because the state that I got married in, West Virginia, doesn't allow that. If you're a woman marrying a man, you can change your name right there on your marriage certificate for free. For free. No charge. If John and I wanted to change our name, we had to pay. We had to like go through all these steps and pay to get it done.
Separate but equal.
Yeah. So if you're a MAGA person, we love you. We love you very much. But please turn us off right now and go fuck yourself. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you so very much. I'm Kira Sedgwick. But yeah, I think that's it's a show that I think kind of like pulls conservatives in on purpose to show them liberal ideas in a very diluted way that they can kind of get it.
Yeah.
Do you think that?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I think, because I don't think it's the opposite way. I don't think it's like kind of snagging us, but really aimed towards, middle America, like the Trump voters and all that. I think it's kind of doing that on purpose.
To me, it's like, we say this because we are from the sticks, if you recall. We are from
The sticks.
West Virginia, where we grew up with
Nothing.
a bunch of white people
Yeah, pretty much.
who thought one way, pretty much. So to me, I feel like every person in my hometown in our hometown, could watch it and be like, "It's a pretty good show."
Yeah, that's what I think too.
It's a pretty good
Because
show.
when they bring in liberal ideas, I think it's so smart and above everybody who thinks like shit that they don't know that they're consuming
Yeah.
liberal ideas. They're just like, oh, well, that makes sense. I'm like,
Not
yeah,
even
because
so much
it's
liberal
normal.
ideas.
Just
common
like normal
sense
common
ideas.
sense ideas. Yeah, exactly. That's what I think too. I think that it does a really good job of kind of like bringing everyone in. But I think the genius part / most annoying part is their merch.
It's disgusting.
It's so gross.
rotted.
It's gutted. It's simply gutted. It's disgusting. It's like, don't make me go Beth Dutton on your ass. That's one of the shirts.
It is one of the shirts.
It's just, that is where they're like, well, we might as well get the
And
Trump
that's the other
voters
thing, too.
money.
If I see somebody wearing that shirt, I'm immediately gonna think,
I know they voted for Trump.
you're a dirtbag.
Yep, you're gross.
You are not my people.
Nope.
Love that you watch Yellowstone. You have great taste in TV.
Love that, but maybe
We're
like,
not gonna be friends.
but maybe watch it and think deep.
yeah, I will.
Because
Say
they're not
this.
thinking deep.
Any producers or people on Yellowstone listening to our show?
No. Okay, yeah, sure.
we-
if you're a
We
producer
need
or you
something
work
for
on
the
Yellowstone,
gays other than Beth Dutton.
yeah, if you, that's okay. That's what I wanted to manifest. Remember, every episode I want to manifest a guest that we would dream of. Beth Dutton, and I'm going to tag you in this clip.
Kelly
So-
Riley.
Kelly Riley. Let's look at the camera. This is going to be on Instagram. Kelly Riley is her name.
Yep.
I don't know if she's on Instagram. You should look real quick
don't
while
have
I make
Instagram.
this plate. Oh my god, why don't you have Instagram?
I
your
hate
Instagram.
it.
Yeah, but you need it now.
I don't.
You need it now.
Really don't.
What if I gave you the password to the Hey Girl Pod Instagram and you just like interacted on
It'd be
there?
a waste of time.
You wouldn't have fun?
Nope.
You wouldn't have fun.
I wouldn't get on it.
Okay. Well,
It's that
whatever.
simple.
I manage how many Instagrams?
That's your job, though.
7. I know, but it's
And you
just-
like it. I fucking
it's
despise
so
it.
hard though. Okay, Beth, what's her name?
Kelly Riley.
Kelly. I typed in Beth.
Reilly.
R. Oops, I put T. R. I.
Rielly.
E. LL. Ms. Kelly Riley. MZ Kelly.
No, that's not her.
Yeah, it is. That's totally her. MZ KELLY REILLY. Following her right now as Hey Girl Pod. And I'll follow her. Oh, I'm going to follow Yellowstone too. Okay, so this is going to go on Instagram. Are you ready? Maybe she might see it. She might see it. Kelly Riley, hello. I'm Bobby Jean Spears.
And I'm
This
Scott.
is the Bareback Contessa,
How do you do?
Scott. We love you
Love.
more than pretty much any character on television ever, except maybe Jack McFarlane and Karen Walker.
Meredith Grey.
Fuck her.
But you're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The character you play is fucking awesome.
And I just found out 3 days ago you're British, which makes you my new best
Even
friend.
more fascinating.
Yes, because you know what? I love British people, and I believe that I was British, and nobody told me, and I grew up having to speak like a stupid American when I could have been talking like this whole fucking time.
I was really pissed
I'm
at
just
my
gutted.
parents when I found out that my family immigrated.
I used to walk around Kroger without my mum and talk like this to myself when I was little. So the people thought I had a British accent in the middle of West Virginia. So I was fooling nobody. But Kelly Riley, if you are watching, here we go. Action. Kelly Riley, I'm Bobby. And I'm not British. Sorry. I was still in British. Let's start over. Hi, Kelly Riley. This is Hey Girl, the podcast with Bobby Jean Spears, and I am Bobby Jean Spears, and this is
Scott, the Bareback Contessa.
yes, and we love you more than anything. And we
We stand you.
are pleading with you. Let's put our hands together in prayer. We're pleading. Please join us and let us talk to you. We won't. I can 100% guarantee you, we won't ask the same questions that everybody else asks you.
Fuck, no, we won't.
Nope.
I want to know what you had for dinner last night.
Yep. I want to know weird things. I want to talk to you. Please come on our show and just please. Do you want to say please?
Please.
Please. Kelly
And
Riley, we love you.
we need some more gays on Yellowstone.
Oh yeah. We'll talk to her about that when she comes on. We'll spring it on her. But please come on. Okay. That's our plea to Kelly Riley. So that's our weekly.
You're a queen.
You are. We stan you. I have stanned you since the beginning. You are a fierce bitch. And to be able to get into that evil of a character. Artiste. Chef's kiss. Mwah. We need to talk to you. So please.
Prodigy.
Please. All right.
Give her the Emmy.
Oh. Have they even been nominated at all?
No, she was snubbed again. Bullshit. Okay, so based on the very little bit of research that I've done recently, Yellowstone wasn't even nominated for any Emmy until the end of season 3, where it won, like it was nominated for best directing or best best cinematography or something like that, or costume design. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bullshit category. Then,
Bullshit.
For this 4th season, it was nominated for Kevin Costner got nominated. That was it.
Because he's
And that
Batman.
same other category too. But like, why are we sleeping on Kelly Riley?
I know. She
Like,
is the best
bitch is the best on
actress
TV right now.
I have ever, the best actress I've ever seen. Okay. We've pleaded to Kelly Riley. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to go empty my bladder.
And we're gonna write a
Finish
strongly
this-
worded email to the Emmy.
Yeah, we're the Emmy, the cat.
What's the Ebert and Roper and who's the other?
Ebert and Roper?
The Academy.
They're all dead. Ebert and Roper. Robert and Ebert? Stephen I don't know.
Sissy
and Ebert. Oh my God. But when we come back, we'll close out the show and we'll see you in just a few. Okay, we're back from pottying. How was your pee-pee?
back.
How was your pee?
Very short compared to yours.
I pee for a long time.
You
I
peed
can't
for
help
a
it.
third. I stood outside the door to scare you when you came out.
You did scare me. I
You screamed
screeched.
bloody murder.
I screeched.
But my God, do you have an enlarged prostate?
I don't know.
You should probably get that checked
Never
out.
seen it.
Well, bend over. Let me take a look.
Okay, hold on.
Let me get out my flashlight.
Are you ready?
Feel like throwing a hot dog.
Contessa,
Goes deep.
bringing you free prostate exams.
No, I've always peed a lot.
You always have. You
I
peed
always
like a-
have. I always have. So I have a story to tell you that I've saved until now.
Okay.
So we all know I went home. When did I go home?
Day before yesterday.
Yeah. That was it. Day before yesterday. Got pulled over.
What?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a ticket?
So here's how it went down.
I knew you talked your way out of it.
I'm going 92
You're fucking.
92 mph.
For someone who hates to drive, you love to drive fast.
Because I want to get it over with. I want to be done driving. And I'm always on the lookout for cops. You know, I got my head on a swivel. Always looking.
Clearly not.
No. This cop was coming the other direction.
But that's how they always have gotten me.
But do you know they can't, you can talk your way out of that ticket. Because if they are moving and then decide to pull you over, they're just guessing you're going fucking fast.
No,
They
no.
can't,
They have a gun.
No. That gun has to be at rest to get an accurate reading. That's how they trick you. They can't be moving and get an accurate reading as to how fast
So is that why you
are
asked
going.
to see the gun?
No.
Because you can do that. I know that's
No.
within your right
They
to do.
pulled me over. They came to my passenger side of the window. I put my weed pen in my purse.
Did they have a mask on?
No. And they tap on the window. I, of course, jumped because I was waiting for them to come to my side of the window, which is typically every time I've gotten pulled over, they come to my window. I roll down the window and they say, "Do you have any idea why I pulled you over?" No, I do not. That's what I
Okay.
said. That's what I said. I said,
No, I do not.
No, I do not. I have no idea. Why? He goes, "You were flying." And I said, "Was I? Was I flying?" And he said, "Yes. Do you have any idea how fast you were going?" I was like, "No, I do not." He was like, "Well, you were flying." He had no idea how fast I was going. Because why? He didn't get a reading. So play stupid. If they are moving and they pull you over, admit to nothing. You weren't flying. You have no idea. I said, "Oh, well, this car's the turbo and I just never drive it. And I'm so sorry." Then I started crying. I said, "And you know what? This is terrible. But it's also true." I said, "I'm just on my way home and my mom's in heart failure. And I wasn't even thinking, and I'm so sorry. And I won't do it again."
I don't think that helped. I probably hear that shit all the time.
Nope. You know what they did? They said, "Here you go. Go ahead. Just please slow down." And I said, "Oh my God, thank you so much. You have no idea. I'm just so, you have no idea. Thank you so much." And they let me go. They let me go. Not a warning. Not a citation. Not a nothing. I was going 92.
What state were you in?
I was going 92. I don't know what state I was in. I don't know.
Whereabouts?
I have
Were
no
you?
idea. I have no idea. Don't
How
remember.
much longer did it take you to get home
I don't know.
from that point?
I don't remember.
I hate you.
But I just cried and showed him all my stuff.
A man crying does kind of.
And I said, do you mind while you run my stuff if I call my mom and tell her I'm still on my way?"
I hate you.
And he was like, "Yeah, that's fine." And I put my phone to
Were
my
you wearing
face,
your
and I was
tie-dye
like,
sweatsuit?
No, I was wearing that long fur coat
Of course, your Cruella de Vil coat.
and I don't remember what else. Oh, a purple shirt and like wind pants, like
What
swishy
Crocs
pants.
were you wearing?
My 4-inch platform tie-dyed ones.
I hate you.
And I just was like, I just cried. I didn't really cry. There were no tears. I fake cried, and
The cop was like, "I'm not gonna try."
I
to even
fake called
attempt
my
it with
I
this
fake called my mom and said, "Mom, I'm on my way. I'm so sorry. Don't get mad at me, but I got pulled over because I was speeding, but I didn't even think because this is a turbo and I'm not used to driving it."
I'm not used to driving a car that's been registered in my name since 2013.
13. And he just let me go. It was the fastest I had ever been pulled over in my entire life. It lasted less than 3 minutes.
That's awesome.
I know. And I got right back on the road.
Must be nice to be white.
I was going 92 and a 55.
Allegedly.
92 and a 55. That would have been what? Reckless driving? That would have been a charge.
No, it wouldn't have been.
92 and a 55?
Doubling, you would have been.
Doubling, you would have been. Why are you
You would have
telling
been
me like
if
Yoda?
you were going 110. Then you would have been.
No, I would have been in reckless driving.
No, anything over 50. Like if it's doubled, when you double the speed limit, it's like
No.
something.
No,
Since
no.
you were going 92 and a 55, that's not doubling it. You're just going super fucking fast.
Yeah. And he was like, "You were flying." And I go, "Oh, I was?" It just played dumb the whole time. And the whole
Should have
time,
been like, "Oh, no wonder my arms hurt."
the whole time in my, I'm flying, my arms are so tired, policeman. Yeah, he would have really thought that was funny.
Is that why my arms are so?
Yeah. But I got right out of it. And I was for sure. In my head, I was like, "Well, here's a ticket. Here comes a ticket." I didn't get one. I didn't even get a warning. He just said, "Go on. Go on. Go on to your mama. Be careful." And I feel bad because my mom is in heart failure and I used that card and there was no emergent. need. I was going home
I think
for a
the
doc-
ticket that I have right now is about to go off in February. February.
What do you mean?
I have a ticket on my record right now. I think it expunges off of my record.
Oh, they stay on there?
Yeah, I'm paying for it too on my insurance.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever really gotten a ticket. Have I?
You've gotten a ticket. I know your ass has gotten a ticket at least once.
I've been pulled over
several many times.
several many messages. Several many times has the police.
You know how many times we were pulled over in high school, but because Bobby's dad was the principal at one of the major high schools, the cop would be like, Eschbacher.
I'm gonna edit that out.
They would say his last name, and we'd be like, "You so and so's kid." Bobby like, "Yep."
8 minutes and 17 seconds into this, I need to make a mark. Okay, let's start over. Blip. Start over. You got pulled over.
You got pulled over every time we got pulled over in high school, or just like in our hometown growing up.
My dad was the principal at like one of the.
There was
Two
two major high
huge
schools in
high
our town,
schools.
and he was the principal at one of them, not ours.
And my last name on my
And
license.
The cop would look at the last name and be like, "Oh, you're his kid, aren't you?"
You can say Tom.
And Bobby would be like, "Yep," and he'd be like, "Slow down."
Were you in the car at the time that I got pulled over in front of the high school?
Yep.
With no shoes on,
Yep.
an open cup of Sunny Delight?
Where were we coming from?
I don't remember. But it really didn't have alcohol
I think
in
we
it.
were coming from
And
like
I wasn't
swim
drunk.
practice
I
or
hadn't had a
something.
drink, but they pulled me over for drunk driving.
I mean, we were losers in high school. You drank maybe 4 or 5 times in high school,
Honey, I drank at every football game.
which was like 4 or 5 that you went to senior year.
Well, that's... I mean,
That was not every fucking football game.
pretty much. I was the vice president of student council, and I got...
Girl, I was right there with you. I was the treasurer.
I know, but remember, I had to have the meeting with the principal.
You did get
After
drunk.
that
I
big...
remember
I was like...
being ashamed of you.
I was vice president of not just our class, of the whole student body in student council. And the principal called me in after a football game that everybody was wasted at and was like,
Keep in mind, the most annoying and most obvious drunk person when they're drunk in the whole world
it was me.
is Ms. Bobby Jean Spears.
And Amy.
Oh, wait.
Somebody who will know who they are, but I won't say their last name, and they do not teach at anywhere.
All I'll say is Amy with the lobsters.
Amy with the lobsters. Amy with the good hair.
She
But-
knows.
Yes, you know who you are.
I
Here's your
wanted to kill her. I
here's
remember
your
me and
15
Abby wanted to
minutes. Here's your
fucking kill her on
here's-
senior week.
Here's your 15 minutes, Amy.
This is
you
it.
enjoy it. You enjoy it. You blast it. But I was like wasted at this football game. We would meet in the parking lot of a church. We would mix
As one would.
sun-kissed orange soda with the
Vodka.
cheapest vodka one could buy.
I believe it was a Popov
I believe it was Popov vodka.
or a Vladimir.
Or Vladimir. It was something absolutely
Trash.
disgusting.
Trash.
And
Where did you get it?
I don't even know, to be honest. I think that someone else secured it for me, and I got it from there.
Because I remember I never drank.
You did with me
Never at a football game. I was so scared to go drunk to a football game.
in the church parking lot.
Yes,
Oh.
I was with you while you drank a few times.
What a pussy. Well, I would mix it with Sunkist or Gatorade, and I would take it into, and I always knew, because I just knew everybody, because my dad knew everybody. I knew everybody. So the volunteers that were like ticket takers at the game, I knew, and you weren't allowed to bring in your own drinks, remember?
Mm-hmm.
But I would be like, hey, so-and-so, it's me, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, do I have to throw this away? And they'd be like, no. And so I'd bring like drinks into the game. So it was probably one of the worst games. And we, like, the whole front row of the student section was just plastered. My bad.
Not me.
I don't believe you.
I wasn't. Bobby, my mom's best friend was the head cheerleader. The student section stood right across from the cheerleaders. And the head cheerleading coach was my mom's best friend and another mother figure to me. And her ass would have known if I was drunk And I was a whole lot more scared of my mother than getting found being drunk and getting in trouble at school.
Well, anyway, I got in with all the alcohol, and everybody was drinking at every game, but this particular game was really bad. And the next school day, I was called in as like the vice president of the student body. And when I say student body, I mean
the whole school,
like sophomores, juniors, seniors, everybody. Not just like I wasn't the president or vice president of our senior class.
You made it clear.
Yeah. And I remember the principal being like, "We have a problem." And I was like, "Oh, what is that?" And he was like, "It seems like there's a lot of alcohol getting into our football games. And I guess the last football game, a lot of our students were drunk. And we just need to do something." And I was like, "Yeah, that's a shame. We need to do something about that." And he's like, "I don't know how they're getting it." And I wanted to be like, "Well, we parked in the First Christian Church parking lot and drank
Was that the
bottle
church?
of pop-off."
It was the church on Washington, right? Not the church that we went. Not the Jesus Pizza Church.
No, not Jesus Pizza.
Okay.
For those who don't know, Jesus Pizza was this church across the
All
street.
the local churches would gather and like take money and for donations and stuff, and
Yeah, but the church across from our high school,
we had open lunches
every Friday, we called it Jesus Pizza. They
Because-
did not. But they let the high school kids come over and just have free pizza.
No, it wasn't free pizza. You paid. It was 50 cents a slice,
Oh.
or it was $5 for a
How
whole
did
box.
I ever afford that?
But you
How
could
much
get,
for a box?
It was $5 for a box of Papa John's pizza.
I'm about to go back to high
I
school.
know, it was insane. But you could go. It was either 50 cents a slice and 50 cents for a can of pop or a bottle of water. So you could literally go have a slice. We would say you would go have a slice of Christ.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
But it was the best. I love Jesus Pizza.
Was it Papa John's?
It was Papa John's.
Oh. Well, I don't remember it being Papa John's, but
It was great.
it was really cheap and we always went there. But anyway, the principal
Every
was
Friday.
like, "I just brought you here." And he knew my dad.
But that's
He
not
was
the church you were drinking at, was it?
No. That was the church that,
It was the one on Washington.
that
Okay.
my parents actually
The Methodist church.
went to. No, it wasn't. It was First Christian.
That is the First Christian.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. And I would meet all my friends there. Somehow we would secure the bottle and we would drink it. And then once we were a little bit drunk, we would fill either a bottle of.
Which to Bobby, that was one drink.
That's a lie. That's a dirty lie. I can hold my liquor.
That is a lie.
Liquor. I barely know her. And I would always sneak it into or like get past the people who made you throw the drinks away. And so like I was pretty much to blame for everybody being drunk.
Oh my God.
What?
I just recalled the first time you were ever drunk.
No, let's not.
We're going there.
We will in a minute.
That's a deep tease.
But
It's great.
But it was like the drunkest the student section had ever been. It was because instead of filling a Gatorade bottle full of like a little bit of Gatorade, like a lot of Gatorade and a little bit of vodka just for me, I filled it all with vodka and shared it with the whole student section. It was really just not a good outcome. And then I was in his office.
Wasn't there people like puking in the student section one time?
Oh, people were running to the bathroom, barfing. Like, I mean, it was noticeable enough that I got called into the office as the moral compass to solve this problem. And I was like,
This was
He
the
was
only
like-
time Bobby was ever cool in high school.
he was like, there were a lot of people drunk at this game, and I don't know how outside beverages are getting in. I don't know what people are drinking. And I was like, you know what? That is terrible. I will get to the bottom
Okay,
of
let's
this.
keep in mind, like football season is in fall. It's chilly.
We
in
need
a
alcohol
West,
to keep
like
warm.
everyone has a coat. It was so easy to like put a bottle of water, fill it with vodka, and like shove it in like in an inside coat
Yeah.
pocket, like James Bond style.
But
There's
he put me
nothing.
in charge of the effort to de-alkalize, de-alcoholize the whole entire student body. And I was
Prohibition,
like,
if
and
you
I
will.
was like, you know what? I am on it. I have got this. And I was the main culprit. But what are you talking about? What were you bringing up?
The first time Bobby ever got drunk.
Yeah, that's for another time, I think. Maybe. I don't think anyone needs to know that.
It was on a fuzzy navel,
It was on peach schnapps.
which is a fuzzy navel is peach schnapps and
mixed with
orange juice.
which is not a good idea because orange juice gives me diarrhea.
Really? Gives me heartburn.
Gives
But I
me
love it.
both. Gives me the both.
No. Think early millennium. Not early, like mid millennium.
We weren't alive then. We're only 18.
Parents were my parents were gone for something.
For some reason, your parents always had peach schnapps.
It was the same it was the same bottle of peach schnapps that was on the top shelf of our pantry for every bit.
We filled it with
years.
water, didn't we?
Oh, we sure did.
Yeah.
But my older brother, who was kind of a delinquent, not
he
now,
let us drink when he
not
was
now.
there.
He was the one that like showed us what to make.
We were in 8th grade.
Bobby, like we were old enough to stay at home by ourselves. My mom and dad like let me have
Were
Bobby
we?
come over. Yes,
Were we?
and but keep in mind I also grew up right next door to my grandparents, so nothing really crazy could ever really go wrong.
Yeah.
But Craig my brother was leaving, and then it was just ended up being me and Bobby the rest of the night, and Bobby just out of nowhere after like
This is back in the day where
2
you
and a
could like go to
half
the
fuzzy
channel.
navels.
You could go to the channel MTV Hits.
Oh, back
And-
when MTV had like those different channels
MTV
that actually had
Hits,
music on
and
them.
It was like music video after music video, and Christina Aguilera's "Fighter" came on.
That was the song of the
That was
time,
the
so
first-
that set the
yeah.
the tone and the atmosphere. I will never forget him. Me laying on my couch, looking at him standing in front of my TV, just shimmying and shaking for everything he had, with a fuzzy navel
Just
in
2
one
sips
hand.
of peach schnapps, girl, and I was just 3
Singing
sheets to the wind. Just
2.5
two and a half,
fuzzy
2.5
navels in.
men. 3 sheets to the wind. I was just wasted, and I performed.
He was twerking to Fighter.
That was when I realized I was a drag queen. How could you be so
Deep Tease to the Drag Race episode.
cool. Yeah.
Monet Exchange, Fighter, Trinity the Tuck, final
Oh,
lip sync.
yeah. Which
The one where Monet should have won.
don't forget, we are going to be
Great lip sync.
starting. Now, Scott and I have. Now, there will be times where we'll be recapping this is a reality show. So we'll be recapping it. There are things about reality shows that Scott and I just can't stand. And that
You
is,
more than me.
No. I think it's equal.
No.
Sob stories?
Oh, now that, yes.
What are you talking about?
Just like Bobby loves to nitpick.
No, I get annoyed because I know how producers are and I know how produced reality is, and it just drives me nuts. But
I
the
don't
thing
give a
that
shit.
yeah, Scott doesn't care, and I don't really care. I it can entertain me still, but the thing that Scott and I hate about reality shows are sob stories.
I do.
Oh God, I just can't. I like someone. Like, can't I just like you for you? I don't need to know. Like, it's just so
like,
phony,
for
and
instance,
it's just like, yeah. Go ahead.
We just watched that Queens of the Universe.
Queens of the Universe.
And it's like, and they do this on like every American Idol, The Voice, yada yada
Every
bullshit.
reality show.
Where it's like they'll perform, and then they'll go to the judges, and the judges will be like, "You just nailed it. You really had your moment tonight. Like tonight's all about you. If nobody remembered your name before this, they will after tonight." You know those stupid like bullshit moments, and then they cut to the contestant, and
Like
it's
the
like
interview.
it's always.
And
Not
they're
even in
like,
the
"Back
interview.
when I
Sometimes it's
was
even right there.
Little,
And it's like,
everything was
I just like when
hard."
it's on like Queens of the Universe, it was like, I just want you every gay kid to know that follow your dreams. And
Yeah,
like I was abused when I was little, blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't care.
I just want to hear.
I don't
I
care.
Just want to
You did
laugh.
great.
Wanna-
Congratulations. You had your moment.
Yeah.
On with the next.
I don't need the like your life story. I want the funny confessional narrative people like
Oh, yeah.
Katya. And
during those moments, that's when I want the editor to cut to another queen or another contestant
Yeah.
being like, "Oh, fuck this bitch."
And there are times
And
in interviews.
that's what'll keep me
There
coming
are
back
times
for
in
more.
confessionals where they'll get serious, and I'm fine with it because I believe that person is using it to be genuine. I hate when they use it to be like this'll get me. This'll look good on TV.
Where it's like
This'll make
obligated.
People, yeah. This
You are not obliged.
This'll make people feel bad for me on TV. This'll like, give me the edge. Like, I would rather you be like obnoxious and then just have one moment of like reality where I see who you are. Like, I get it. I don't
I just
need
want
to
someone
know.
to be like, "Hey, you did a great job. You knocked this out of the park," and then that contestant just be like, "Thanks, I worked really hard."
Yeah.
I
Or
really
if they,
appreciate
or
that.
if they get negative
That's
critiques,
good feedback. Thank you.
Or if they get negative critiques, to make a joke. Just joke.
Yeah.
I don't need you to be like, I'm sorry I disappointed you. I'm like, it's Rue fucking Paul.
I will say that though. I will say on Queens of the Universe, that was like one of the only shows that have been like, the judges have looked at the contestant and been like, you fucked up, right? Like, we all know you fucked up, but you powered through.
Yeah.
It's not like
They were pretty real on that show, but I hate when RuPaul, who cares
Zero.
about anybody on that show, is like, what would you say to 6-year-old or 4-year-old blah, blah, blah. And they're like,
hate that moment.
I would just tell them that like one day
You're gonna struggle.
you're gonna struggle.
And
then,
for
like,
so long, you're gonna struggle. And then your dad's gonna beat you.
Yeah, and then
you're gonna
be-
overcome.
But then you're gonna be on RuPaul's Drag Race, and RuPaul is gonna make you tell us how
This
sorry.
woman called RuPaul. She's gonna give you a phone call.
And
And she's
she-
gonna put you on her show.
Yeah, she doesn't give a shit about you. She just wanted the money. And like,
Ugh.
I just like hate it. Like, if someone was like, "What would you tell 4-year-old you?" I'd be like, "Well, life sucks. And then you die,
Yeah.
and I hope I win." Like, that would be all I would have to say. I just don't have it in me to be like.
I
"Well."
hope if that was me, I'd be like, you're gonna be on a reality show one day. So
Yeah, just suck
make
it up.
sure you look good.
Just suck it up,
Practice hard
Things
if you
are
want to
gonna be
do
fine.
well, and if
Yeah.
you want to win, get it tight.
and then you die. That's how
Yeah.
how I would end everything. Like, and then you die. And so we don't like that part about reality shows. Like, that can literally take someone I like and turn it into someone I don't like. But I know that it's not always 100% their fault, because the producers are like, "Oh, I know that you had this happen to you. Why don't you talk about it?" And they can't help it if it's used. But
Don't tee it up.
yeah, that just kind of like, Scott and I like happy things. Like, we like, if it's like Drag Race or like something like that, like, we get like serious stuff. Like, but if it's a reality show and Drag Race, we just want to have fun. We're all having
Yeah.
a good time.
We're having a good time.
We're
here.
just having a good time. And we don't need like, I don't know, just like all the little sob stories that happened when you were 4 years old. I'm sorry it happened, but
But you know what?
I don't care.
You know how we were talking earlier about Yellowstone, how it like kind of brings everyone together.
Yeah.
It's those moments that bring like that one white woman who's just scrolling through the channels, and she's gonna stumble upon that sob story.
I know. I mean,
and then
I know.
right then and there,
It's literally
we're
RuPaul.
gonna have that new ally.
It's literally RuPaul smelling an Emmy.
Oh,
Like,
and like,
while
don't
those
hate the
queens-
player, hate the game,
Yeah,
because like
of
bitch
course,
knows what she's doing.
Of course, if I could score an Emmy by exploiting other people's
Oh,
emotional
duh.
vulnerabilities,
Duh.
I would have done it yesterday.
Yeah.
But they're just crying, and RuPaul's standing there still with a smile, like, you
That's just because she's so propped up.
you were miserable. Good. What's that? Oh, no, I smell an Emmy. Keep crying. Like, I just don't like that. I just want to have fun on shows like that. Like, they're just shows that like where it's okay to be like, really.
That's kind of like where I am with this show right now too. Like, just because
You know when I'm okay with it?
Specifically
Wait,
with Drag Race.
Wait,
I
you
will
know
say
when I'm
this.
okay with it on Drag Race? The last episode. When they're like, what would it mean to you to win? After they've been through all of that, I can imagine being like, oh my God,
I
I'm
get
about
it, but
to
I
ball.
still just drives me nuts.
It does, but that's the only time I'm like okay with it. The first episode,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Bitch, we
"Eh,
just met you.
we
Like,
just met you. We don't care.
you're coming on real strong.
Yeah. Tone it down. Take it down. Take it down a notch. I don't care. I just don't like the phony. Like, it just. Maybe it's just maybe we just recognize it because it obviously works because they do it all the time. But I don't like sob stories. Sob stories don't make me like you more. They
They
make
make
me
me
like you
uncomfortable.
less because everybody has a sob story.
I know.
And yours isn't. And sometimes I have a sob story. I've never told you guys. Scott has sob stories. He's never told you guys. But sometimes I'm watching those things where they're getting like so much like praise, like you're so brave for sharing that. And I'm like, that's nothing compared to my sob story. And I don't share it. Like, that's mine.
Yeah, but that's different. Like that's
Not really.
just someone sharing their story.
But it's annoying.
Entirely. But that doesn't make their struggle any different.
I don't go to a gay bar and go up to a drag queen and hand her a dollar bill to tell me her sob story. Do you?
No,
Exactly.
but
You know what? On Amazing Race, tell me your sob story. On Survivor, please tell me your sob story because you might die. But on Drag Race, make me laugh.
that's kind of like where I am, specifically.
I
with
just
Drag
want to
Race.
laugh.
It's like
it's 2022 and it still feels like
after
2019.
14
I want to
seasons and
laugh.
27 seasons with All Stars and all this crap, like
We
I get that
it.
most
We
of the
get it.
formula works, but by this point, unless this drag queen has a new story that's completely different than
And you know what?
the
Let's just be honest.
million other
9
queens that have
times
been on
out
that
of 10,
show,
9 times out of 10, if I told my life story on reality television, it would sink their ship. It's like nothing.
oh,
And I still probably wouldn't even talk about stuff like that on RuPaul's Drag Race.
I would. I'd paint a picture.
Are you
Because-
coaching me that if I ever got on, I should just
Oh, I would
unload?
give it to you all.
See? Then we're being hypocrites.
First of all, how do you stay on Drag Race the longest? By doing the best in the competition? No. By getting the producers to love you.
Yeah, and pulling the
Give
heartstrings, I guess.
them everything
And
let
TBH
them make the story with it.
TBH, I do have a story that like producers would want to milk, but I have the emotional like what do you call it when you like hold backedness, like restraint. I have the emotional restraint to paint it the way I would want to paint it without getting too emotional.
To
and
edit
annoying.
yourself.
Yeah. And some of them don't. Some of them fall right into the producer's hands, and it drives me insane.
But see, I'm also like, I wear everything on my sleeve.
Well, and I'm an ice queen.
So you are an ice queen.
I'm an ice queen.
I
Call me
will-
Elsa
I will.
because I'm frozen.
No one's gonna tell me anything that I don't know already about myself. I'm incredibly self-aware.
Oh, ditto.
Incredibly self-aware.
Ditto. Maybe that's why we struggle with it, because these people are like thinking they're being super vulnerable, but like to us, it's just like talking. Like we would just tell anybody anything they asked us.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what it is. Because if someone was like, my story is sad. Like part of my life story is sad.
I mean, everybody has sadness in
Yeah,
life.
but if they asked me about that period of my life, I would just tell them. And I guess producers could probably put that to music and make it look like a sob story.
Yeah.
So I guess I would just be honest.
But now,
But some of their sob stories, I'm like, really?
it's different.
Really?
You would tell that story and have to like coax yourself. Okay.
But I would make jokes.
Or you would have to kind of remind yourself, like, maybe I should cry here. All right, try to squeeze out a tear. Squeeze
Yeah,
out a tear.
probably. Come on, Botox, move your eyebrow.
Yes.
Yeah. But I would
And you know
tell
me,
the truth.
when I'm uncomfortable.
And Scott would smile. Scott would be
Smiles.
like,
All
everyone
ears.
in my
I'm
life.
all-
Scott would smile, this big smile, and be like, I murdered everyone I ever knew. And it would just be like this Cheshire cat grin.
You will always know if I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah. Scott couldn't come to
I'm
the
just
funeral of
grinning
my
ear
Faja.
to ear. Ear to ear.
He just grins every funeral. It's the happiest place he's ever been.
It is, and I'm miserable. Miserable.
It's funny. And I'm an ice queen. I can go to anybody's funeral and just be like, hi, how are you? Hey, do you have a good day? No. What'd you have for lunch?
Everyone's like, oh, Scotty's always just he's just such a happy person,
Yeah.
even in the darkest of times. And it's
That's
like,
the best
no,
feeling.
he's incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he doesn't know what to do with himself.
And I just,
And that's awkward. And awkward moments make him laugh.
even my mom calls me the Ice King.
Is that like Dairy Queen?
But we all know I'm the Ice Queen. Let it go.
Let it
You're the
go.
Dairy Queen.
I am the Dairy Queen. Ooh, I wonder what the blizzard of the month is.
I don't know.
Me neither.
It's not on my diet.
Oh, that's the last thing we should talk about before we go. You're making me fat, you son of a bitch.
I have cooked healthy the last 2 nights, and we kept saying that our diet was going to start on Monday, and my diet started on Monday. It is now Wednesday.
How have you dieted?
On
Was it when you ate that brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart?
Okay.
Or that other brown cinnamon
Monday,
sugar
we had
Pop-Tart?
Monday was like a slow start.
Or was it when
was
you
like
made those cookies
It was
the
just
other day?
that build up to the start of the diet. But yesterday
Was the
and
build up when you
today-
made us cookie dough?
No,
And
that
then
was way
cookies?
before that. That was before the diet. You even said, like, finish this off because the diet starts next week.
No, no.
I will say,
That's
stop
a lie.
making me accountable for the diet because
No,
it will fail.
It is your fault. It is your fault if I gain weight. Because why? I don't cook. I don't enter the kitchen. Nothing.
I'm sure bark a lot of orders.
You're the one that makes the cookie dough.
I do.
That does all the stuff.
No,
If it was just me, I'd be skin and bones.
The problem is that we get stoned at night, and that's when the sweet tooth comes.
Not mine.
But you don't ever say no.
Because you make them.
And John is also a horrible influence.
John is terrible. You two should get married and then apply to TLC as my, as 1,000-pound spouses.
If John and I were together, it was just the two of us.
If it was just Scott and John,
It
they'd
would
be the
be-
fattest motherfuckers you've ever seen on this
It
planet.
would be bad.
1,000-pound sisters, move over because you got the 2,000-pound husbands coming your way.
It's just John and I both we love to eat when we're bored.
No, and they are competitive.
We love to
They're
eat.
competitive. You had 3
We
cookies,
both
I
have
had
the same.
4. You
We
had
both
4,
have
I
the
had
same
5.
sweet tooth. We both love bread. But here's the difference. I can cook. Like, my kind of diet is starting slow, honestly. Like, I want to kind of just start eliminating processed foods.
I think we've
Everything
really
that I'm
started
eating is
slow.
just like real things. Just to start slow, and then I'll start cutting back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when are we doing that?
I've already started. I've made dinner the
Okay,
last
well,
3 nights.
When I was really proud of us for a while because we did Pilates every day.
I know.
And now I put you in charge of that. I said I do everything with this.
I can't
This
do that.
is one project that I'm in charge of is the podcast and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's
Can
different.
you please just be in charge of getting me up? And if you get me up, I will get Pilates on and get us started. But you have yet to follow through on that. So
It is not my fault.
it is because you agreed.
I cannot be accountable for
So you don't want to do it.
diet and exercise.
So you don't want to do it.
No, I can.
So who has
I
to
just
be in
can't
charge?
I have to have somebody else be accountable for me.
So I have to do this and be accountable.
if you want
for
it
your
done and
diet.
done right, yeah.
But you'll just get mad at me if I come in at 7 a.m. when you can sleep till 8 and I say, get up, we're doing Pilates. You'll just look at me and say, fuck off.
No, it would have to be 6 a.m. because I have to be at work at 8.
Well, still, you'd still tell me to fuck right off.
First of all, you wouldn't get up at 6 a.m. Who
I
the fuck-
would if I knew you would actually
I don't
do it.
believe you.
But it would be a battle.
It is. If you can get up, I could get up. I
Lies.
have no problem getting
Why
up.
can't you just take one thing and make
Bobby,
that your project?
Because it requires willpower, and I have none of that.
But all you have to do is get me out of bed. I will make us do the rest. You just have to get up. You're able to get up
Well, a problem with that is that you keep me up until 1 a.m.
once a week. Now twice. And it won't be twice always. Just sometimes I have to work. We could have done this hours ago, but you were in your bathrobe till 4, looking like you just gave birth.
Oh, no. And you looked like you had. What were you wearing?
I had been.
What were you
done.
wearing?
I was wearing.
When you got
My
out of the
best
shower is when I got
tuxedo.
in the shower.
I was wearing.
And
my
then
best
I got
tuxedo.
ready.
Well-
and then I went to the grocery store.
Okay, well,
and then I
let's-
came home and cleaned the kitchen.
Well, let's talk
and
about
then
how
I
we
made
look-
your ass dinner, which you haven't eaten, by the
Let's
way.
talk about what we look like now. Let's describe me. I have a beautiful new hairstyle. I look like a 90s boy band model. My face is beat for the back row. And I look cute. Scott's got a hoodie on and he took a shower.
I do not
Good
have a
for
hoodie
him.
on.
You have a, oh, I'm sorry. He has a crew neck sweatshirt on, ladies and
Thank you.
gentlemen. You're welcome. And I put a lot of effort into how I look. So I think it's like a draw there.
This look
I just don't understand
this
why.
look is I'm serving right now is
He's wearing a GAP sweatshirt, gay
Is
and proud.
on my way to Target to grab a few odds and ends to make dinner.
I'm very 90s boy band meets girl band meets like that. And I just think you should take on that responsibility. Why can't you just take on that one thing?
Because I know I will fail.
But you won't.
I will.
Why? So we're just not going to do it.
Because I have a lifetime of bad routine and behaviors and
So start doing it.
okay.
What do you mean?
Because it's just
okay?
so easy to do.
It is.
It is not.
It is.
You're a fucking liar.
No, I am not.
You
You
are a
can-
fucking liar.
How am I a liar?
Because that is the hardest thing to overcome when
Set
starting a
an
routine.
alarm and come get me. All you have to do is get me out of bed and I will make us do the rest. And you are very capable
Okay, let's say this.
of not getting off the couch and making cookie dough. You are in control of.
I know. And that's stopping.
Okay, well, it happened like less than 4 days ago.
You
so.
told me get it out now. And it was last
Okay,
Thursday.
well, this is our public declaration that you are in charge.
And then you finished the cookie dough at 2 a.m. that night. So who the fuck are you talking about?
I can't be held responsible for what I do with what it is already made. You made it. Don't make it. Because you know I can't do shit in the kitchen. I can pour cereal in a bowl.
Okay, so if it's in the kitchen, it's completely okay for you to eat it. It's not your fault.
Yes. Because you made it.
Fuck off.
You made it.
Fuck off.
Don't make cookie dough if we're
Fuck
on a
off.
diet. Don't make cookie dough if we're on a diet.
Because
Just don't
you're
do it.
so accountable.
Yeah. Because if it's in there, you made it, I ate it. Your fault.
If
Had
there's
you not
any
made it,
personal
I'd have not
trainers
ate it.
out there who need sponsored, we'll be happy to exchange services.
Yeah, but you'd have to like come here and literally bring a crowbar to get us out of bed. We get winded from Pilates,
We
beginner
get winded.
Pilates.
The problem is that we get too stoned. And we don't
Not in the
wanna
morning.
move.
If we would just do it in the morning, it wouldn't be a big deal.
If I have to be at work at 8 a.m., I am not getting up at 6 a.m.
Well,
Not when I go
see.
to bed until midnight. I can't.
Well, and
operate
today
on-
he was
I
like,
need
"Do you
have
want to do
hours."
Pilates after we eat?" Fuck
Yeah.
no, I don't want to do Pilates after I eat. That's like doing like headstand, I don't want to do that after I eat. I don't want to do that after I eat. I just don't.
My body needs something to.
So we're just establishing right now we're not going to continue our diet or work out or do anything. I need to lose.
No,
8
I'm
pounds.
just saying I can't be accountable for it.
I can't be accountable for everything.
Okay, you have to stop with that.
What?
Everything.
Everything. I can't be accountable for that.
How do you eat every day?
How do I eat?
Yeah.
With my mouth.
Okay.
With my mouth.
And who provides it? How does it get prepared?
Our Lord and Savior.
How does it get
Our
prepared?
Lord and Savior,
Okay, yeah.
Jesus
it's because
Christ.
of you.
Jesus Christ.
It's because of me or John.
Yeah, and you know what? If you guys didn't cook, I wouldn't
And
eat.
how does this house
and I would
stay
get
stocked?
skinnier. And I would get skinnier.
How does this house stay stocked with necessary items?
I Instacart them.
Because of me and John.
I Instacart them. How did we get
How
the
does
fresca?
this house stay clean?
How did we get this fresca?
Because of me and
How
John.
did we get this fresca for tonight? And this Mugen. How did we get all this? How did we get this crystal clear,
ordered it.
perfect sound on this that I engineered?
Just stop acting like you're doing so much more than everybody else is. That's all I'm saying.
Just do a little more on the Pilates front. That's all I ask. Help me. Motivate a bitch.
I'm trying. It's hard for me too.
It's harder for me. I'm harder.
That's bullshit.
I'm harder than you. Let's touch. Yep, I'm definitely harder.
Let's get hard together.
Okay, well
Can we go? It's bedtime.
Yeah, we can go. It's bedtime. Thank you guys so much. I just want to say that
Diabetes.
that's gonna be us if you don't help me.
You gotta help me.
I have been helping you,
Okay.
but I don't want to get.
Diabetes.
Good night. We love you. Thank you for tuning
Diabetes.
in. Tune
I
in
made
tomorrow
that today.
for
I thought
our
it was so funny
Drag Race
because I had
recap.
this. Listen.
Can't wait.
And then I found this sound.
Diabetes.
And I was like, how
done
funny
already
would
done
it
had
be if
diabetes.
it was like, she already done had diabetes. And I made this.
She had the.
Diabetes.
It makes me laugh every time. Okay, but join us
Will
Saturday.
you play the Linda Evangelista one again?
Yeah, one more time because this is
my fave.
This is what where is it? Hold on. I can't read because my contacts are dry.
Right there, you're beautiful.
You're beautiful. Thank you. This one?
Yeah.
Perfect, you're beautiful. You look like Linda Evangelista. You're a model. Everything about you is perfect. Did you stone those tights? Oh, you're smiling. They eat her up every single time she's on that damn stage. She doesn't even. She can walk out there in a diaper. They're like, Valentina, your smile is beautiful.
Well, you guys, it has been a great episode. And
the time has come.
The time has come for us to leave you.
And just like that,
Big died.
We're going to bed.
I'm sorry that we lost a whole episode, but technically, and in all reality, I think you're better off.
I 100%
we
you
had
are better
fun
off.
with it. We had fun with it.
We had a great time.
But
you would not have.
Yeah. So it's time for us to go. We've been eliminated
Thank
from
God.
today. Oh, thank God.
I'm so tired. I gotta work at 8 a.m.
All right, you guys. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Brian.
Goodbye, Brian. Brian.
We love you, Brian.
We love you, Brian.
I just like all this music that I downloaded.
And you too, Amy.
Yeah.
Amy with a lobster.
Amy. Except you probably haven't joined. Join our Patreon at patreon.com/HeyGirlPod. Follow us on Instagram at HeyGirlPod. That was at HeyGirlPod before I was rudely interrupted. Follow me at It's Bobby Jean Spears. Follow Scott, even though he doesn't even have Instagram.
On
at
Twitter.
SJ_Wally. What are you on Twitter?
SJ_Wally.
Okay, follow him there too. And just remember.
Ready, done, hand.
Diabetes.
Damn it.
And we will see you Saturday for our recap on Drag Race. And good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
I feel like we should lip sync out of here.
Should we bye girl it? Bye girl. Ooh, this is like. Thank you guys.
Bobby, I love a bitch, but I'm coming to fight.
Yeah, and I'm gonna beat her ass because I'm a skinny bitch with good Instagram pics. So
I'm about to mop the floor with this hoe. The time has come. Bobby Jean Spears, you've been eliminated.
Yes,
It's a double elimination. Good night.
Yes, good night, everybody. We've both been eliminated, and I'm gonna go eliminate my bowels. Good night.
Teddy Muse, wait.
What?